Hey guys, this is your boy Jesse Keller and welcome to another exciting episode of Jesse's Collectible Showcase. Today, showing off some of the stuff that I got this month, and I didn't really get a whole lot, but there's still some pretty cool things anyways. Now, first of all, I got this Creedence Clearwater Revival Chronicle Volume 2 cassette at a half-price books down in Everett for 25 cents, and the cool part is it's from Spain. Now I checked out like the stuff on Discogs, which is how I get most of my knowledge, and here's the song list. A lot of the stuff comes from their earlier albums, like Bayou County and Cosmo's Factory. Not like necessarily the hit songs, but they're still good songs nonetheless. Up next we have a 1927 Buffalo Head nickel. I can't remember what year they changed from the native to Thomas Jefferson, but that one's vintage. That one's definitely pre-war. It's still a cool find. I only got it for a quarter along with a few other coins that I'm mailing to my girlfriend. So, Shay, if you're watching this, can't wait to mail you these soon. Up next I have a 1976 Los Angeles Angels team card in pretty good shape. Now the story behind this is that there's a small stack of cards at the card shop I usually go to, and Devin just wanted $1 for it. And another card shop regular, I can't remember his name, but he doesn't really buy like a whole lot of vintage baseball, so he's trying to buy all the baseball, the whole vintage stack, mainly for this card. And I was mainly gunning for this card too, but I wanted all the cards in that stack because I'm trying to complete vintage sets. So I bought it right out of his nose. That way he can buy it. I know this might sound like a dick move, but the cool thing about this card is that it has Nolan Ryan on it in his prime. I personally think his prime was when he was with the Angels, because that's when he broke many of his records, like the 283rd strikeout in a single season, as well as having 4 no-hitters while on the Angels. The rest of his 7 no-hitters was when he was with the Astros for 1 and the Texas Rangers for 2. And last in the baseball cards section is a 1977 Topps Jim Hunter in really good condition. I bought this one for $1, and I figured because I didn't have it and I had the money on me, I should get it. So that's, why I got it. Up next we have a Target exclusive. Yeah, it's a Target exclusive 70 Charger RT. Now the reason why I chose this over the Walmart exclusive is because I think the paint job looks better. Now while the Walmart exclusive, it has typically like the stock decals, regular dark red paint. When you look close, this is metallic with yellow and orange flames along with some racing decals. That's pretty sick. Now this is the only one I got from the 50th anniversary race team. It's a 70 Road Runner. I like how it's in matte blue. And the reason why I didn't get a whole lot of or any other 50th anniversary race team ones, my bad on that, is because I just prefer the classic cars. As you can see with all my other stuff, it's mostly the vintage cars, like all the muscle cars and the Tri-5 Chevys and all that good shit. Up next, I got this one for 50 cents. It is a promotional copy of Fortunate Son and Down on the Corner. Now both of these songs are featured on their, can't remember what year the album was released, but it was Willie and the Poor Boys. That one's a good song. Then I have Mean Old Blues and the 10 Commandments of Love by Harvey and the Moonglows. Now this would actually be the 3rd chess record in my collection. Now chess 45s are actually really hard to come by for those of you who are new to my channel. So anytime I see one, if it's in least somewhat decent condition, I'll just snap it up right away, because I'm into like the old blues and the R&B and that sort of shit. Then up next we have the Trip Oldies, Rip It Up, and Good Golly Miss Molly by Little Richard. Now the cool thing about this record label is that this is the same one that has my copy of Rare Hendrix, that Jimi Hendrix bootleg, was made by. Both of them were made by Trip Records. Both of them sound good, but eventually I want to get myself an original 45 of Rip It Up and Good Golly Miss Molly, because I'm not a huge fan of reproductions even if they are old. Now this one I got for a quarter, and it skips, which I didn't find out until I take it home, because at the half price books they don't have anything for you to test your music on. But I really like this song. I haven't heard Give Love a Chance, which is the B-side. It was released on MCA Records. Then, as we're approaching the last three items, first of all, I just wanted to show off the antique stamp press. Now, I got this the same day that I got the coins, like the buffalo head nickel I was telling you about, and trying to get it to go off focus. But if you look closely, it says that the patent date was December 10th, 1980. So it's almost 100 years old. Either that or it was made a year or two after. But last two items on our list is an early pressing of Crusader by Saxton, released on Career Records. I think that's how you pronounce it. But here's some of the track listings on here. The best one on here so far is Set Me Free. That's one I've heard a lot even before I got into the whole new wave of British heavy metal and stuff. Then last but not least on today's episode is an album that I've been wanting for a long time. This was high on my wish list for at least 6 months. It's a vinyl copy of Van Halen 1. Now the cool thing about this is that it's just in great shape for a vinyl from the late 70s. And it even has the original fucking dust jacket. It also came with another one, but I put it with a different record. That way my other record could be in good condition. But wanted to ask you guys before I go, what do you think of my new channel intro? The 9-second clip you'll be seeing at the beginning of this video. And I also want to know what kind of edits and stuff or things I should talk about for the AMA. So if you guys have questions for the AMA, feel free to comment them down below. This is your boy Jesse Keller, and I'm out.